I had a whole bit. I had a whole bit. Maybe I'll add it. Maybe we'll see if I can catch the audio. It's so bad. As you can see, I'm in an airport, and I'm traveling home from the New Year's, and 'tis the season to be jolly.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle, jingle bell.
That's what I want to talk about. Why I love the airport. I didn't always love the airport for many reasons, but one I was thinking about recently is how I used to approach just being in the airport. Okay, I'm a retired, not hopeless romantic, obsessive romantic. I would only read rom-coms. I don't watch rom-coms. I would daydream about being in a rom-com. All the all the Wattpad. Okay, I know who you are. All the webtoons. All of it. I feel like it consumed my every being. Like I couldn't go outside and see someone my age and be like, oh my god, like, is this like my time? Like, is it me? Am I YN? Not that YN. Am I your name? Like, is it my turn to experience the romance trope? When you look back, it's like, damn, like, can you play with some sticks? Like, I don't know, like, let's get outside. I went to a really small school, and you're probably like, girl, like, wrap it up. Like, how does this, like, relate to anything? Okay, it relates, because I've been flying since I was 1 year old, question mark. I have divorced parents. They've been divorced since 4, but my family, my mom and dad's, I live in 2 different places. I would constantly travel from one place to the other, like, regularly. And one thing that would always happen, okay, one thing that would always happen is I would be on the scour for airport crush. I saw a cute person, I was like, let me suit up, let me prep my face, like, it was a whole thing. Now that I'm actually an adult, I'm 20 years old, okay, on 4 hours of sleep, and I'm on my layover of like 6 hours, but throughout the course of my travels, I notice a difference. I know a difference in kind of my mind. What's going on inside my mind? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not scouring the place for potential suitors or who's gonna freaking pick up my passport when I drop and fall and suspiciously land like back bent and something like that. Like, no. And that's not to say that, you know, it can happen. You can still have a meet cute. You never know. Like, the thing is, you just never know. But that's not the top of my mind. One, because I am an adult. I only have me and my passport to get from A to B, and it's more about survival. But it's also about 2 other things. Number 1 is my experiences. I didn't have a lot of experiences, specifically in romance, from obviously birth to 16, because I went to a really, really small school, like 10 people in class. 10 people in the class. Obviously, there's just not a lot of choices there, okay? There's not a lot of choices. So, there was that. And from 16 to now, I guess, I have literally been, like, thrown to the wolves of dating, of romance, whatever. It wasn't always like this. I think I was still like that obsessive romantic, like daydreamer, maladream, whatever word it is when you just daydream all the time. I was still like that at 16 and 17 and maybe 18 too. I have gone through the stages of learning what the do and learn about myself in romantic situations. Like, I don't have to be inside my head all the time when I know how these experiences carry out in real life. And it's not like a movie, it's not like a book, it's difficult, it's hard. Romance is hard. Being in a relationship, I wish it was like being in a movie, because it is 10 times harder. Not because like you are hard to love or people are hard to love, but just being in connection with any human being who's not yourself, you know, someone else, a completely different consciousness, whether platonic, romantic, family relationships, all of them are hard. It's difficult. So when you actually experience that intimacy romantically with other people in real life, like I did from 16 up till now, and as I continue on through my life, like I see how almost draining it is to keep imagining this thing that I've got from books, that I've got from movies, that's not real. Like, it's not real. It's like, the more I experienced being in connection with people romantically, the more I was like, okay, like, this really ain't all that. Especially if you're doing it with men, straight women. How are you doing mentally? Like, it will tell you, it will slap you with life in the face. Not it, they, people. And the second reason is that even when I was experiencing these romantic relationships and connections with people, it wasn't always smooth sailing. Like, as soon as I was 16, I actually kind of like bursted through the door. I'm like, hey, single, ready. I had no prior experience, which 16 is the age to do that, but when I mean no experience, I mean like zilch. I mean like deep. Only background I had was my books and movies, so I'm like thinking, oh, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be a fairy tale on the first go, and then boom, like that's it. But that's not how real life works, right? I would go into these real life experiences and expect fictional outcomes, and it really hit me in the gut. I was like, whoa. And had a little stick to it, right? It was like, wait, this actually isn't what I thought it was. And only as I started learning at 18, when I downloaded certain apps, around that time is when I was like really figuring out, like, hey, this is weird. It was one, devaluing just like having someone there just to have someone there, rather than having a person in your life that you actually have a connection to, you know, and being okay with being alone, and not always striving or looking for someone, and rather just like existing. Like today, I had a layover for like 6 hours. If I was like 10, I would probably like sit around and stare at people and look for who's my age. Okay, let's be more realistic. A 14-year-old, 16-year-old, like that's what I would do, just because I was so infatuated with the idea of having that ideal partnership, or just any partnership, and it'd be cute. But as a 20-year-old woman who's had her experiences in love, and will have many more, I'm able to deconstruct what it means to have love, and how I don't need to constantly be striving or looking everywhere I go for that one person. I can go to the airport and just look around. I can just look around and look at people, and just people watch for the love of it, for the game, for the love of the game. And today, during my 6-hour layover, where the fuck am I? I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina for my 6-hour layover. So I went on a bus and I looked around and I walked around, and it was like 7 a.m. when I got here. So no one was outside. It was very quiet. It was very cute. I didn't see everything. There was a lot more to see, more like scenery wise, or like biome. Not Minecraft biome, but like, what's the word? Greenery, maybe? There was a lot more of that I wish I could see, but I didn't want to be too late for my flight. But no, I looked around, I went to this cafe, and I enjoyed just eating and drinking and being my, not like the girls. It makes life more enjoyable. It makes the airport and traveling more exciting. And that's why I love the airport. I like now that I can look around and almost reminisce on my past airport experiences, because I used to fly like twice a year to see my family. I can reminisce on the past and be like, okay, I've actually changed, and I want to say for the better. Shout out Charlotte though. I was born in North Carolina. It's really crazy. Fayetteville, North Carolina. It was nice to come back, and it was nice to talk to you about, some experiences, some backstory. I have a lot more to say, and I have a lot more to say about this topic, But I feel like that's too much for an intro video. Like, I just want us to get to know each other. I'm running out of stories. I'm running out of things to say. So, hi, my name is Michelle. It was great talking to you. Subscribe. I don't know what anything is. Subscribe, like, do something. If you thought this was interesting, and comment down below. If you enjoy airports, then what do you do when you travel? And do you have an airport crush right now? And am I your airport crush?